Hello chess lovers, Zoran here, and in this video I want to share with you a dramatic game where the reigning world chess champion Magnus Carlsen manages to save the lost position. In this game Carlsen is on the black side and his opponent is Spanish chess grandmaster Pepe Cuenca. The game was played in round 2 at Chess24 Banter Blitz Cup. This is a 3-minute game and Cuenca was playing with the white pieces opened up with e4, to which Carlsen responded with Scandinavian defense, an opening which is becoming Carlsen's main defense when facing e4, especially during online blitz games. Carlsen is choosing this opening very often. Knight c3, queen d6, d4, this is where Carlsen loves to put his queen, knight f6, knight f3, c6, knight e5, white knight is instantly occupying a central square, after which we have f4, strengthening the knight on e5, g6, and this time we have g4. Yes, Cuenca is playing very aggressively, and this is something which not many players would dare to do, and probably this is a good strategy, you know, playing aggressively against the world chess champion. Castling kingside. Interestingly, at this point already Carlsen said that I could just be lost here, and yes, it is difficult to proceed with the game when you are on the black side. Black's position is cramped and white is enjoying a huge advantage, although white has to be careful because at any moment white can find himself overexposed. b3, spotting the vulnerability of a3 f8 diagonal, Cuenca wants to put his bishop on a3, queen b4. Well, according to Stockfish, playing queen d8 and then meeting bishop a3 with rook e8 is better, but we have queen b4 attacking the knight on c3. But sooner or later black queen is going to face this unpleasant bishop a3 move. Knight takes e5, f takes e5. So by removing the defender, black is managing to win the pawn on g4. But after bishop a3, now black is suffering heavy losses. Queen b6, bishop c5, and knight takes e5. Well, understanding that his position is worse, Carlsen is trying to make things complicated by going for this tricky knight takes e5 move, counter-attacking white queen, and with his next move white would spoil everything. At this point the engine gives white +4 advantage, but by going for queen e3, now it's white who is getting a lost position. Instead, it was better to put the queen on g3, or queen h3, queen d2 is also playable, and then bishop takes f8, and white can even not hurry with d takes e5, can strengthen the pawn on d4 with rook d1, and sooner or later white will win the knight. We have a nasty pin. But in our game after knight takes e5 we have queen e3. I guess that this was a well-prepared line by Cuenca. He managed to gain advantage from the opening, a huge advantage, but with queen e3 he spoiled everything, and now it's Carlsen who is starting to press hard. And queen d2, by the way, this queen should always safeguard the d4 square, otherwise if you move like queen g3, in this case already it's too late, then bishop takes d4 will follow. That's why we have queen d2 and queen c7. Black is not only moving away his queen from b6 where it was under attack, but is creating a mating threat, and this is something which is helping black to fight back. After bishop f3 this time we have bishop h6. Suddenly black pieces got very active and white is in trouble. Knight e3, rook f2, knight f5. Of course Carlsen could move away his rook, but he's going for an exchange sacrifice. Bishop takes f8, king takes f8, bishop e4, and bishop e3 followed. Bishop takes f5, bishop takes f2 check, queen takes f2, e takes f5. Black has 2 extra pawns, which is more than enough. d5, queen e5, attacking the knight on c3, queen f3, and c takes d5. Rook d1, bishop e6, so black managed to win one more pawn, and finally after knight e2, queen e4, we have a resignation, because just no way to save this position with the white pieces. That's why Cuenca resigned. This is how it goes when you're playing against a world chess champion. You can even have a winning position, but one wrong move and the champion is turning the table on you. In the end, let's also solve a chess puzzle where the task is to find the winning line for white. It's white to move, and I will wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. Feel free to check them out as well. I will see you in my next video. Take care and good luck.